us a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Beck. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. Hits the afterburners. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes! The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grab. Ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it the ball. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Running inside, it's Hansen. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sowell. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Wants to throw it again. Maybe some room here. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gives it the big stiff arm. Tackled, brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if on this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Just what they had hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break. As soon as his hand separates from the football, he does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Pryor. There's a little room there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Sowell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. He's got it and still on his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. He's going to fire deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. This time it's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Got his man on the right. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on them second down.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Sowell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes a catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Makes a catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the... Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Handoff for ball. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Penn State, 35, Florida, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. And back to the air on second down. Tight end getting vertical. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Here's a give the ball. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ballgame.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires left. Got him outside. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big third down coming here.
He's got the back in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard fourth down, or am I put...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the eye in.
Got some room to run. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. To the air, it's Beck. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, maybe a double pass. Wide open, he makes the catch. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught, and he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pumps it downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Beck. They're working that left side. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Penn State 42, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to
snags it, and there's running room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. The sure hands, it's Brown. Inside the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got it. Finding some room. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us. gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Liberty Flames and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Carty told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Blue Hens will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll try the left side. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Liberty. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run inside. It's Silver.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I tell you what, man, defense is so hard to play now. So many people getting that extra down, going for it on 4th down, and not just in tiny situations and on the other side of the field. You don't want to play defense in today's era, and you see why right there. They get the 4th down conversion, now stuck on the field for more plays.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Touchdown, Delaware!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the move, it's Udo. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Release to the back. On the left side, here's Coleman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Henderson. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Complete. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
They'll run it. It's Silver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it.
And he's in! Touchdown, Delaware! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Henderson. That's caught, it's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Pulls it on the option. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Udo. Powers through the defender. Might have a chance. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can, and sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They'll move the wide receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football.
Free up the gut. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Henderson. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a...
Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the wideout. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Delaware! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Person. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Makes it past the marker. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Gets rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The play action fake. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Fires to the tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Delaware.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Goes to the option. The pitch. There's a crease. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Flames! Excellent path by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Complete, left side, Coleman. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control. And you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners. And you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Flames peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Flames! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The sure hands, it's Graves. Runs through the tackle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half. And
oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's
just plowing ahead. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
Number 31 sets a kickoff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Crosses to 35. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field is Henderson. Under fire. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You've got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Delaware. And the stomping has commenced.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Here's a throw downfield late. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Blue Hens moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Cunningham. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalries.
LSU. Just putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Mack. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Austin Mack. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense. And then,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Austin Mack. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Running inside. It's Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Levitt. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. ready to roll on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Still on his feet at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Mack. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Mack hauls it in. Runs through a tackle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Alabama pushing the tempo. Again, it's Mack. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He'll take it himself. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's a great job by the defense being aware. Oftentimes when the offense is down by their own end zone, they like to throw the ball deep because they're expecting man-to-man coverage. They took the shot. The defense comes away with the interception, and what a beautiful return now, setting his own offense up in great field position.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Defense in press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Throwing, Mack. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The corners are walked up tight. The run inside. It's Hill. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Austin Mack escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Finds his man. And he's dragged down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Buys a little time. The throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Levin. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Laterals it back. He makes a grab. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Snags it and he's open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Finds his back in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Mack throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football. But this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Going to the ground. Stumbled to the ground.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Now here's Mack. It's complete to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mack. He's going for the goal line. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it himself. Sneaks it in.
Every quarterback in college football on quarterback sneak knows before the snap if they're going right or left because of who's the best guard, who's the best tackle combo that can get the push. That time he picked the right side on 4th down when they had to have it and scored.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Austin Mack. Right down the middle. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go play action with Matt. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The give to Caden Durham. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Levin. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying in your deep drop and coverage. And now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Mack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Alabama pushing the tempo. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Austin Mack bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Mack the throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Levin. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. LSU right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's Durham. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Officials stopped the clock for a timeout. 3 seconds remaining in this one, and what will almost certainly be the last snap of the ball game. The snap sets up the throw. Moving away from pressure. And a sack will be the final play of this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.
of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Ready to kick it away first. Let's see what he can do with the return. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Williams to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. There's the pressure. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Finds his man. It's Moss. Push down for the tackle. Washington wants to go quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Huskies have it with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Washington. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
And they come right back to their trigger man. They believe in him. But last play out was a disaster, right? He throws a pick six. You know, everything looked bad. That was the first possession of the football game. Right back to him, getting the ball in his hands. He makes the completion, and they're going to need a lot more of that throughout this football game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking left. It's caught. Runs through a man. He might have space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Barney. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd? Maybe a crease. Smashes ahead. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. Rolled his way into the end zone.
offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Final play of the quarter coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll give it to Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Williams. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does.
Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game.
Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running inside. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk.
Ball is out behind the line. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Hardy. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Showing off the arms. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. With the catch, it's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Davis. He'll work his way down to the 28. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter play. Fighting off the defender. Got enough for the first.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Bust through behind his pad. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to blast their way in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of...
Touchdown, Volunteers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Simmons. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. He's out past the 35. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, give to Hardy. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Simmons on the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run up.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Bishop. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Simmons to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Missouri wants to go fast.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
It's reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Makes the grab. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. 4th down, Simmons. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. The toss to the right. Plows through the defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Jackson. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quick completion on the out. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the left side, it's Hardy. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So here is the Tennessee offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a third and long. Quick release by the QB. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Makes a grab and room to run. Just continues to fight for yards. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on fourth down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own player.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Back to throw, it's Burns. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Simmons. Under fire. This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Missouri gets to the line quickly. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
So now it's 2nd and long. Throws it back. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Finds his tight end. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Complete out of the backfield. Maybe he's hoping for a generous spot, but he didn't get there. A yard short, and the defense gets the stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. And some room to work. Hits him with a stiff arm. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Pulls it in. It's Hardy. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Austin Simmons firing again. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Trying to get the first with the shovel pass. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Fourth down, Simmons. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over. And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. One more play to pad the stats. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll take the deep shot. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,